that is for those of you who love to see the doodles in action. I have to keep them in here with me because if I don't and someone comes to the door, they bark like crazy, although... And I don't know why I make the bed either. Oh well, they're family. Nothing we can do about it. Okay, so today's video, I'm not going anywhere, I should say that. So I just thought I would come on. I purchased a couple of new things. Not a lot, just a couple. But, and this one I didn't even know anything about. I don't even know if it's brand new on the market, but I know that it's brand new to me. And I love the L'Oreal Lumi Glow, the primer that you put on beforehand. And now they have the Lumi Le Glow tint. So I did pick this up, and I picked it up in the color 200. And it's called Neutral. I have to say, I have really been enjoying it. I did play around with it a little bit. I like it alone, and I also like it mixed with that foundation that for my 65-year-old face, I think it's just too much foundation now. So I kind of blend it with this, and it's really working well. And my Dior Forever Glow is one of those. If I am a little too heavy-handed, I don't really like it anymore. So I started to play with this one, and I do like it. So we're going to try this. And I'm also going to do another one. I purchased a couple of things. I couldn't find these this morning. I looked everywhere. Everywhere. Like, it took me half an hour to find this. And I thought, what did I do with it? I saw this at HomeSense. And I thought, ooh, I really like that because, you know, we'll be traveling to Buffalo for a couple of months. And I just wanted a nice bag to be able to travel. So I put it in there and I couldn't find it. Do you guys do that? Do you put things away so well that you can't find them anymore? I do it all the time. I have a funny story, but if I told you the story, we'd be here forever. And I can't do that. All right, so I did buy the Hourglass. Now in Hourglass, when I'm tanned, I can wear number 10. When I'm not, I can wear number 7 with a pinch of 10 in it. So I tried all the colors, and these are the two that worked for me. And what I mean by that is that I use the tint, and I love it. So this is the Hourglass Illusion Glow Foundation. And I bought the 10 and the 7, so I will be coming to you with that as well. And then I also got a backup of my Quench and Shine from Colleen Rothschild shampoo, just love it. And the BioAzure Replenishing Oil, I love this. I mix it in with all of my moisturizers, and it just really helps to calm my rosacea. So I got a backup of that. And I got an eye cream, and I got this surprised me, really surprised me. And I don't know why, because she formulates with the same vitamin that Truth formulates with. And Truth is probably my most favorite vitamin C serum. And I decided I would go ahead and try the cream, the vitamin C nourishing cream from Colleen Rothschild. I love it. This is my second jar of it. Absolutely love it. Love it. All right, so we shall get, and they did send me, Hourglass sent me a couple of samples. I bought the foundations from Hourglass, and they sent me a couple of samples of lipstick. I think I said foundation. Lipstick. Okay, so let's get started because I do not want to be here very long. This is going to be a very simple look. This is what I put on to run out of the house quickly. But I'm going to do this look with a couple of new products that I've not yet tried. I also bought this. I bought this from Costco online. I couldn't believe it. The Rodial Banana Lowlighter. I'm quite sure that it's going to be too much for underneath these wrinkly old eyes, but I'm going to give it a try anyway for highlighting different areas of the face as well. So I'm going to get started. Now I do have all of my skincare on and my sunscreen because I am going to run to Sprouts. Have any of you tried the Coconut Cult? I love it. You just take a tablespoon of it in the morning. It's just for your gut. Expensive. For a small jar, it's $9.99. For the large jar, it's $18.99. Whole Foods carries a limited flavor in it, usually the vanilla and the chocolate. The chocolate mousse is my most favorite. And sometimes you get a jar that's a little bit more sour or tart, but it's fabulous. It's really helping my gut. So I'm gonna run to Sprouts. So I need to have a little something on my face because I can't go out in the world like this. Even though I come to you, I come to the world looking like this. And boy, do I get the comments, but that's okay. I am very comfortable in my own skin. Okay, so I've talked about this. This is the Derm, and I'm going to just run this. Okay, excuse me. Harley and Lula, I know you're having a good time, and Mommy loves to see you have a good time. But could we do it with less noise? Okay, my sweetie? Lula goes in for the kill. She's something else, that one. Okay, and Harley is such a gentle little soul. If they don't stop, I will put them away. Okay, so I'm just going to run this up underneath the eye, and then I kind of spread it out on the cheek, because if you add that glow to your cheek, it helps to just give the illusion of a lifted cheek, like you just had some filler put in your cheek. I mean, if you look at me and you see now, if I put this up here, the glow does help to lift, okay? All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'm just going to do this, and then I don't really do anything else with it. Nothing else. That is all I use it for. Sometimes, and let's do it, I will do this for those lovely lip lines that I have, and I'll just run it here. It's not really doing anything for the lines, it's how it plays with your makeup. All right, so because I'm using a tint, I'm gonna go in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer because I really want it to grip. And I'm just gonna do the outer part of my face, forehead, T-zone. But I have some pore issues, and the gripping primer does not really address my pores. Sometimes you have to spend a little more money because it takes a village to get her done. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the One Size Secure, the Blur, and I use this on my nose just to help, and I just use a small amount, and this is just to help those pores in that area. And then I go right up here and just push it in, and that's it. I don't do anything else. No playing around, I get right to it. We're gonna get busy. So I'm gonna go in with this, and we're gonna use this today all on its own. And I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers. The color I have again is 200. It comes in a pump. I'm going to take just under 2 pumps and start with that. And then I take it and I just kind of move it around my fingers. And then I'm gonna start here, and I'm just going to pat it on. And I'm gonna go ahead and work it into my forehead. You'll see it has an incredible glow. So if you don't like a glow, you can still use this, but I'll show you how I set my powder. And then I'm gonna go and just kind of move it around. I don't really put it up underneath my eyes. I try to avoid my hairline. And then I just go up and under, and then I'll go right through the T-zone area. I kind of do a tapping, kind of spreading pat, and get the whole nose, move those lines around. And then I will just go and pat it in. Avoiding the eye. Now, I'm not going to be wearing any eyeshadow, so I'm just going to take a little bit of whatever's left over, and I'm going to go ahead and put it down on my eyelids. And if you take a look, it has a really nice coverage to it, and it just evens out the skin tone and gives you that beautiful glow. Because if you look at my face, and I'm not embarrassed, I'm not ashamed, I'm 65, it is what it is. I'm going to make the best of it. But I have lines in here, and now I'm starting to get that little V one, and I have the jowls, which are genetics. I have a hollowing underneath my eyes. Luckily, I still have strong cheekbones. The bones haven't gone anywhere in my face. And I have horrible lip lines. So for me to pack a ton of stuff on, even though it will look like I am, because I'm still going through all the steps. I'm a woman who loves makeup. And I like to feel pretty in my makeup. I don't want to look in the mirror and regret that I put it on. So I'm just learning. I'm trying new products. I apply differently. And I'm just learning to maybe play around with things that I love, like powder. I don't want my whole face shining like this. So I will go in with a little bit of powder. But I have to tell you, I do like this, and it has several color options. So really, really enjoying this. So now I'm gonna go in with my Dermatology, and this I have been using for a couple of, well, whenever it came out, I think it's been out for about 2 years now. I absolutely love this because I do have a little bit of darkness, which has gotten much better with age. Don't ask me why. Could be the products I'm using. I don't know. All the eye masking is finally paying off. I don't know. But I'm using the Dermatology Corrector. So this is taking care of it all, but it's not heavy and thick. Look at this sweetheart. She's just watching me. Let me turn her a little bit. It's not heavy and thick. It really is worth the money for me. So I have the medium and the fair. The fair is too bright, too light underneath my eyes, which I think accentuates age on me and every little wrinkle I have. So I go in with the medium, and it's in a little pump like this, and this might be almost empty. Okay, and it comes up, and I'm just going to put a dab here and the other dab here. So you can see. Now, I need to do something about those hollows. That is where I go in with the fair, and I take a very small amount of the fair, and I go just below that hollow, okay? And do nothing yet. And then I take a small amount, and I'm gonna go in the same spots, and I take it up because I wanna brighten this area as well, because we tend to recede. With age, this gets narrow in here. And so this, I believe, is a newer brush. I might be wrong, from BK Beauty. This is the 109, and it just is perfect for this. Now notice, I'm not blending the colors in. I'm going right where I planted it, and I'm just gonna go back and forth so that I keep the brightness on the outside, and I'm just going to blend it down. I put a little bit too much on, and I go right into the corner of the eye, and I'm lifting as I'm going. So now I go in with my finger, and I really blend it in well. The warmth of your finger does help. And notice I'm bringing it all the way up, out to the side to help lift the temple out. So if you look, it doesn't take it away, but it's just an illusion. And that illusion, I'll take it. And then I just take whatever's left over, and I have very blue veins, bluish green, that run through my eyelid. So that is that. So now I'm gonna go in with the same brush and do the other side. And it just really, for me, it makes me feel more comfortable that I have addressed them. It's only a slight adjustment, but for me, it just feels much better. I'm gonna take this and just go right over this like this. This is a really nice brush. It has just the right density, and I like that it's wider. And then I take my fingers, and notice I'm still not working up with that fair. I'm just keeping the fair where it was. And you'll see it'll all blend in, because right now it kind of looks like, oh, it's just too bright compared to the foundation. But this is the look. It'll all come together, my friends, trust me. Harley is taking everything I say into consideration for her next application. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my powder. I love my BK Beauty powder brush. I also like the Breffer powder brush, but this is what I happen to have right here. So now I'm going to take the Mario Natural Light powder, It's a lighter powder, and I'm gonna pour some into the lid. And I'm just going to take my brush and load up, but I really work it into the fibers of the brush. Okay, I can turn my camera back. Let me turn back now. And let me get her even. Okay, oh. Okay, so I readjusted the camera again. All right, so I'm just working it in, and then I start just by pouncing all on the outer part of the face. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit more on the brush, work it in. And then I'm going to take a sweep. Notice how I'm holding my brush further away. It helps to lighten the pressure. And then I go over my eyelids. And I will go right over that. And then I'm going to take my little powder puff. Now I take very little powder on this, very little. I'm even gonna tap it in on my mirror. Make sure that your eyes are not creased with product. And then I'm going to go ahead and tap that down just so that all stays in place. I'm dealing with a lot of allergies right now. I don't get it. I've never suffered from allergies at all. Here in Florida, I just suffer like crazy. So there's obviously things that float around in the air here. And I've even incorporated Florida honey into my diet because they say honey's supposed to help. And I take Zyrtec morning and night, and it's just not doing anything. Okay, so that helps to just blend it all in. And I have to turn the fan on. I'm starting to overheat. You can see my shoulders are starting to sweat. If you look closely, you can see my shoulders are starting to sweat and I'm getting a little bit of a lather. I don't like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this Anastasia Rosewood. I love this bronzer. I've had it for years. I keep trying to use others up, but I just love this. It's just the perfect shade for me. I'm going to take another, this is the 107. I'm just going to touch into this, and then I touch onto the mirror, and I'm going to stay up higher with this, and I am just going to apply, and this, by staying up higher, I am also lifting, and then I'm going to go right up over my eye, because I want to blend that, and I want to give a little bit of contour to my face. Notice I haven't applied any more. I'm still working in little pouncing motions, and look, just brings it all together. Do the same thing on the other side. And there is the bronzer. If you're not sure if it's all blended, just take your powder brush and go over it lightly. No need to add more powder. Just lightly blend it in. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to, I think I'm going to stay in the pinky peach with, well, I'm going to go va 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 voom with my lips. But I have either a peach or a pink. I'm going to use the pink today. And these are from ALMAY. I've had them for a while. They are, they're Healthy Hue blush. I think they still make these. And I'm going to take the Nikki N15 brush because it's sitting right here. And I'm just going to dab into this. And I'm going to flick the excess off because this brush is such a good brush. It picks up a lot, and these ALMAY blushes, they really pack a punch. But I like that they have a little bit of a glow, and notice I'm putting it up high where you would put a highlighter, because I'm not going to use a highlighter because the blush is already highlighter enough, especially for my 65-year-old face. And that is the blush. And I am wearing more blush these days because of my white hair. When you decide to grow your hair out to its natural shade, whatever that may be, if it goes to the white family or silver family, anything in the gray family, my friends, you do need to add a little bit of color to your face. If you don't, you look like I looked in the beginning of the video. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit more on, just touch it, and I want to just do my eyes, but I'm not going on the whole, I'm staying on the high part, and I just want to kind of marry it all together and give myself a little lift to the eyelid, and that is it. I'm not putting anything else on my lips. Now I will go in and use my Anastasia brow, which is just about done, but have no fears, I have another one. And this is just a must for me because look at all of those white brows. Don't like the white brows. And I have been using the new brow from Nordstrom because they discontinued the professional that I would get from Frisco Beauty. And it seems to be working. So I'm just going to take those grays out of play. And then we're going to move on to my lips and what I will do for the rest of my eyes. And then depending on how long this video ran, I'm going to go in the kitchen and maybe attached to this video, I have a recipe I want to try, and I thought, why not try it with my friends? So that's what I'm doing. And but I don't want the video to be so long, and it's already 23 minutes, but it'll probably be shorter because I'll cut things out that don't need to be in the video. I'm just going over the powder in the T-zone area. I didn't add any more, it's just the brush. I don't like how shiny my nose is. So in that case, I will go in and take a little bit of the powder and I will put it on this puff, touch it to my mirror to work it around, okay? And then I'm just going to do the nose and a little bit of the T-zone here, and you'll see, I think it looks much better when I powder down the nose. It's not so bulbous then. And I'll go right over with my powder. Okay, and that is it for that. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and I'm going to put on the Essence Lash Princess, curling with the Revitalash lash. And you know what? I'm gonna do my lips first. Okay. So now I'm going to do my lips. I did buy this, I don't really like this color. Let me see what it looks like on my hand. This is the new L'Oreal, and it's the Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil. I'm not sure that I'm gonna love this because I don't like anything that has that peppermint, peppery, but this is the color. Yeah, I don't really like this. It's a little too orange for what I was going for. So I think I'm gonna need to try a different lip. So I'm going, I have my little lip bag down here, hang on. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with EVERBLOOM from L'Oreal, one of my favorites. I also have Peach Fuzz here, just in case I need to do a little bit of a topper. So now I'm gonna go in with a very, very alarming lip liner. And this is from Anastasia, and this is cranberry. Okay, so it's gonna pack a punch. And you probably think, oh, but I want to create a bolder, pinky peachy, corally kind of lip. When I'm not wearing a lot on my eyes, I really need my lips to be bold. So this is definitely a cranberry. And that's what the lip liner looks like on its own. I like these lip liners. I have better luck with them, I should say, as far as going into, I have very deep lip lines. I don't know if it shows up. They are very deep and I hate them, but I'm making the best of it, my friends. All right, so that is the base of the liner, but I want to fill it in a little here. I want it to bleed into the lip color just a little bit. And notice I'm doing it mostly on the outer side, so it gives me that pouty look. And then just touch them together and it will feather it out. Or if you want, you can take a brush and feather it. I don't bother. So now I've never used the EVERBLOOM with this lip liner, so we're flying by the seat of our pants, and let's see if it comes out to be a beautiful pick. Oh, I love it. I love it. Just love it, absolutely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a bit of my contour here, just a little bit of it, not a lot, and I'm just going to go into the outer part of my eye and kind of build up with it, just to give my eyes a little bit of life. Okay, it's just a little bit, just a touch, almost goes unnoticed. But that's kind of what you want. Just going to do a little bit more, and I'm going to really focus it here and then lift it up. And I'll do the same thing, just add a little bit more right here and then lift it up. And then I'm going to go in with the same brush that I applied my blush, and just whatever's the excess on it, I'm going to go ahead and sweep it over my eyelids. Okay, so now I am going to use, this is by Revlon, not sure these are made anymore. I'm just going to take the Revlon pencil and I'm going to give a little bit of definition to my eyes. And that's just with lightly tight lining. And you can see, it just adds a little something, something. And then I'll do the other eye. I will say that this liner doesn't really stay in place. And then we'll just go ahead and just thicken up that lash area. And there we have it. So now I'm going to do my lash curler. I'll try this on camera. Usually I can't do this on camera, but I'm gonna do the lash and then just give it a little squeeze. Not a lot, because then my eye contact will pop out. And I'm just gonna do this and give it a little squeeze. Just enough, and then we're gonna go in with our mascara. And I'm just going to blink onto the brush to really build up the base, because I like a thicker lash look versus a spider lash. If you want your lashes to be longer, then start with the lash itself and then fill the base in. But I like to do the base and really load up on it, and then I will just go through. You can always tell when this mascara is getting to the end, it starts looking like it's not really a great mascara anymore, because it really is a good mascara, a good affordable mascara. But once it turns the corner, it turns into a hot mess, and it's almost at that corner. Okay, and that's it. So, okay, so I look at myself and I think, I need a little something, something. So I'm going back in. Now I have a flat brush. This is by Refer O2. Refer brushes, fabulous. I'm just going to pick up some of my bronzer and I'm going to sweep under the eye a little. And I think it just makes the eye, you see? It makes it look so much better. If I didn't have the allergies going on. Anyway, do this eye. And then I might even take a little bit and just place it right in the crease area to add some more definition. And that's it. Nothing else, no eyeshadows, just a few products. Whatever bronzer you love is the bronzer you can use. Your blush will really get it done for you. And then I, of course, will just go and fix my hair, redo it, and maybe throw some earrings on, and I will be out of here. So that is the Lumi Glow Tint. Even putting powder over it, it has a beautiful glow through, which I love. Just love. I think for me, now I'm a dry skin girl, I feel that glow is so important as we age. When I'm not wearing any makeup, I'm using a facial oil to add the glow. For me, when I have a glow, I feel like I look a bit more youthful or fresh. I just look fresher, more youthful, and it just really makes me feel better about walking around with less makeup on, because for me, less is more, my friends. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It says 34 minutes, so it's probably gonna come in under just 30 minutes. So I'm not going to connect the recipe to this. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna go out in the kitchen now, and I'm gonna bake some muffins, and they are healthy. And I saw the recipe and said, I'm gonna try this with my friends, and you are all my friends. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as an ageless beauty. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Right next to it is the bell. You're supposed to be notified, but I would just check back on the home page of your favorites all the time, because YouTube is not really great about notifying everyone. Until the next time, my friends, go out in the world, be lovable, and remember, it is okay to love our age. We just need to tweak it slightly. But you can do, be, wear, and have anything you want, my friends, as long as you have your health. I love you all. Bisous.